Enda Bolger, you're reunited with your good friend Gilgamboa. What is it like?
Yeah, he's been so well looked after here in Martinstown now since he retired, and he's a gorgeous horse, and he was a pleasure to train and anything to do with.
And he was delighted to see you. You could see the chemistry straight away.
Well, he's a real character, and he always was since he was a 4-year-old. And you know, Kieran McManus bred him, and then Jack Bennett broke him in, and he came to me then as a 4-year-old. So
it's a real Limerick story.
Yeah, we've been around him a long, long time, and obviously he took us to places where we never thought we'd be, you know.
What was it like to train him?
Actually, he was just a gentle giant. The only thing about the people who looked after him, when he got a muddy day, he'd find the wettest part in the field and he would roll in the water. But no, he was always a pleasure to do anything with, and great temperament.
And when you got him out into the field, onto the gallops, he just take off. Was he the leader? Was he that type of horse?
Yeah, he was his own man, and you know, most everyone that was in working with me at the time sat on him at some stage. You know, he was pretty straightforward, but when he got to the races, I mean, he always saved the best for the finish. You know, he had such a good temperament. He was always relaxed, and very good jumper and easy to ride.
And I'll bring you back to 2015, winning the Grade 1, Easter Sunday.
Well, it was a pretty hot race, which it always is, and I had never trained a Grade 1 winner before, so I was a little bit out of my depth as well. And we had the great Anthony McCoy on him that day.
Yeah.
And I mean, himself and Ruby Walsh, they were at it from about 3 out, and to see those two top jockeys and two great horses battling it out, it was poetry in motion. But I think the ride that McCoy gave him that day was the difference between winning and losing. You know, he threw everything. He threw everything at him at the last, and this fella answered the call. So yeah, it was a surreal day, and it was nice to get that monkey off our backs anyway.
Where did you watch from, the parade ring, or did you go up to the stand? Or
I'd say I wasn't too far away from Mr. McManus, so there was no roaring or shouting or anything like that. We were very subdued. Yeah, but no, it was a Grade 1 race, and as I say, with the best riders and the best horses in it, and it had a bit of everything.
And to do it at Fairyhouse at the Easter Festival, you know, it's iconic to get a winner there, to get a Grade 1 winner there. Yeah,
and you know, I've been lucky to ride a good few winners around Fairyhouse, and it's one of my favourite tracks. But to train a Grade 1 winner was like a dream come true.
What are your memories of the Easter Festival at Fairyhouse?
Well, I can go back like the time of Brown Lad winning the Irish Grand National, Tommy Carberry and Jerry Dowd and those guys riding them, and I mean, it was always a special weekend, like, you know, and still is, and it's a marvellous track now, and all the facilities that are there are top class, you know.
Yeah. And a lot of the trainers, the big trainers, they like to get a winner at Fairyhouse. That's sort of a pinnacle moment.
To get your name on the board in Fairyhouse is important.
And he's enjoying his retirement now. Do you get to see him often?
Yeah, well, he's so well looked after here. He doesn't need me checking in on too often, but he's a real character, you know, and everyone here loves him, and you know, as you can see, he's so obedient and everything. But unfortunately for him, his career was probably cut by maybe a year or two. His knees gave up on him, and we used to say he had kind of Paul McGrath knees. And because after his Grade 1, he went hunter chasing, and he won his first 3 hunter chases, but then the knees started to play up again on him. So we had no option but to retire him, and he came here then to be Istabrack's buddy.
Yeah.
So they were great buddies for 4 or 5 years.
And tell us about his name then. There's a link with Bruce Springsteen himself.
Yeah, well, Kieran McManus bred him, and Kieran and I, we were friendly with Bruce's minder, Gilgamboa, which is a friend of mine, and we asked him one day, I think we were in Dublin or in London or somewhere at a show, would you mind if we named a horse after you? And Gil had no problems with it, work away, but Jesus, it hardly ever works out that they're any good when you do christen them after somebody.
Yeah.
But no, it was great.
The name.
Yeah, it was great, and he was able to see his races and everything on the internet, and unfortunately we never got him to see him, to get him over for a race meeting live, but he used to always give us the thumbs up after every time he ran and won.
Brought you a bit of luck.
Yes. Yeah. So that was a nice interest as well.
Oh, good stuff. And you look forward to this year's Easter festival?
Yeah, sure, it's great racing again. I don't have anything for the Irish National this year, but we might have something for the Hunter Chase.
Tell me a little bit about Gilgamboa and his personality.
Desperate cheeky. Yeah, he's very cheeky, but he's worth his weight in gold. He was always quiet when he came back from training. He was just relaxed. So we put him out with Istabrack, and he was perfect to go out with a horse of his age. But it just kind of shows the kind of character that he is, because now he's a hell of a lot more lively. When he goes out, he's out with jet ski now. So he's quite lively now, but very cheeky and spoilt.
And he loves his retirement now.
Oh yeah.
He gets spoiled here in Martinstown.
Oh, he does, yeah. Some horses you kind of think they like to be kept in the work and it's nice into the race horse. He loves retirement, he loves grass, he loves carrots.
He's so happy.
Yeah, he is.
And tell me a little bit about looking after him and what you do.
They're all in their routine. I mean, he will go on the walker in the morning. He's a little belly. He gets a bit on the chubby side. So he just gets a bit of exercise in the morning, and then he goes out into the field. And that's him by day. And then he'll come in then in the afternoon. He'll get groomed and ready for the night then.
It's absolutely stunning here in Martinstown. A 5-star hotel.
It is.
Tell me what it's like to work here.
It's great to work here. I mean, every day is different. You know, you've different horses coming and going. You've the retired horses here, you've got horses in training, you've got younger horses. They haven't been named yet, they haven't got to a racetrack. So when you see them getting to that racetrack and running their first race.
So exciting.
It's lovely. It's lovely to see it.
And he loves his food here, I can see, from the carrots.
I know.
Is that his treats?
That's it, they're his treats. He loves the carrots now, and I'm all out. I don't know. He loved his racing days, and I looked after him while he was in training as well, and he was great just to cheer him on. You know, they were those stuff now. You know, so when they come back in and they're in the retirement, it's lovely to see them go from racing to retirement. He goes out with jet ski every day. Yeah, so he used to go out with Istabrack. We lost Istabrack last year.
Yeah.
He was quite upset about it.
Do you think as a horse he could feel that?
Yeah, oh he did. He did. You know, we took him out before we got jet ski down, took him out on his own for Pixgrass, and he wasn't happy.
Yeah.
So we got jet ski down. JP made the decision to put them out together, and it was a great one.
Oh.
Yeah, so the two of them just went out that day and they were perfect together.
No.
Yeah.
And Istabrack was a good friend of his.
He was.
And what a horse he was as well.